if you keep up with the YouTuber Jesse Ridgeway, and I don't know what he does. I don't know if he plays video games, if he vlogs, if he plays video games, if he vlogs. I don't know what he does, alright? I feel like that's the only two things that you can do on YouTube is just play video games and vlog. That's it. Nothing else. All the other content out there that's on YouTube is just shit, alright? We don't care about it. We don't want it. We never asked for it, alright? We just asked for games and vlogs. That's it. If you keep up with Jesse Ridgeway, the YouTuber, you probably know that him and his wife were expecting a baby. I shouldn't have used the word were just then, because that makes it past tense, right? And in that case, then you know now that baby is no longer. And this just became a topic of debate today, where Jesse decided it would be a great idea to not only tweet that him and his wife had found out that their unborn child had been diagnosed with Down syndrome, but he also decided to tweet out that they had aborted the unborn child. Now, let's get into the fucking meat and potatoes of this. Let's get into the vegetable side of this. You see what I did there? All right. Goddamn, I'm going to hell. Let's get down to the veggies, you know? Let's get down to the steamed veggies of this whole thing. Some might say, let's get down to the chopped up veggies. Now, me personally, I am on the side of Mr. Ridgeway. Even though I've never watched the guy a day in my life, I'd never even heard of him until today. Then I find out this guy's got a pretty large following of people. But he made this tweet, and I'll try to find this tweet here. But he made this tweet talking about how him and his wife had found out that their unborn child, they'd gotten like a reading, like an email back from their doctor, pretty much saying what the results of their checkup was and all that. And the baby had been diagnosed with trisomy 21, I think is how you say it. Now, trisomy 21 is essentially the medical terminology for Down syndrome. His YouTube name is McJuggernuggets. Damn, brother. I'm just trying to find the tweet, brother. That's all I need. Just give me the tweet. Oh my god. I eat like a... You guys ever heard of lactation balls? Sounds crazy, but dude, he deleted the post. I'm pretty sure he deleted the post. Alright, so this will have to do. This is his Instagram story, which is still up as of right now. But it pretty much says, this week my wife and I made the very difficult decision to terminate the pregnancy due to trisomy 21. The choice was not made lightly. We really appreciate all the personal stories that you guys shared with us, especially the unconditional support we received from fans with no matter what we decided. I know some of you may be very disappointed. Damn, dude, I'm dying. I'm literally fucking dying right now. Drink water. I know some of you may be very disappointed to hear this news. We are devastated. This has been extremely traumatic for both of us, especially Ashley. She underwent the procedure earlier this week and is on the mend. Thankfully, everything went smoothly, but emotionally, we are drained. Trisomy 21, also known as Down syndrome, is caused by an extra chromosome. It is caused by an error in cell division like a glitch. The odds of a baby having it is 1 in 1,000. When I first confronted this news, I was shocked but optimistic. If they're a little slow intellectually, then we'll make it work. I signed on to be a parent come what may, but I just didn't fully understand what Down syndrome entailed. Once we made it public, it became clear that most people don't know what Down syndrome entails, and no, it's not the same as autism. Alright, next story. 50% of babies with Down syndrome have heart defects, 75% will have hearing challenges, over 50%. Pretty much, he just goes on to, rationalize his decision or justify their decision to do this. And quite frankly, like, I don't blame these people. I'm sorry. A lot of people are pissed off, and the main reason that people are pissed off is because she was like halfway through her term. Is that what it's called? Term? She was halfway through her term, I guess. She halfway to having the baby, alright? That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe my parents should have aborted me. Maybe I should have been aborted. Maybe I got the fucking 21 Savage, Anyways, a lot of people were pissed off because they did this halfway through her pregnancy. Here's the whole thing. If you're about to have a baby and you find out halfway through the term that this child isn't gonna contribute to society, that this child isn't gonna fucking make an iPhone, this child is not gonna develop the next Call of Duty, this child isn't gonna run a 4.340. What are you supposed to do? And, look, I'm not saying that kids with Down syndrome can't be loved, right? They can. And I'm not saying that they can't love back. They can. Been around a lot of Down syndrome people that love me, and I love them back, It goes both ways. But working at the fucking Dollar General for the... working at Dollar General for the rest of their lives. I don't know if I'm going to upload this. Probably shouldn't. But this guy went on Twitter and posted this same message. And I mean, dude, he's getting jaw jacked fucking every time he turns around. He turns around, dude, and it's another fucking right hook. And then he turns the other way and it's a fucking left hook. And then he turns back around the other way, hoping to God there's not another one waiting, but there is. Right fucking hook. And these people are just dogging him, dude. And, you know, like, this is one of those instances where I don't care how big your YouTube channel is, how involved in your life you've made your YouTube fans. I don't give a shit. There's some things that you just hide, you know? And having a baby, you know, like from the time that you found out that you were having the baby, you should have never said anything. You should never said anything until you had it. You know? Or at least until you made it to this point where you know, hey honey, let's wait until we find out the kid doesn't have Down syndrome, and then we'll let our fans know. You know, you kind of brought it on yourself. In a way, I'm not saying like what happened to him. It's terribly sad what happened to him. And I would never wish that upon anybody. But the negative backlash that they've received because of this, they know how stupid people are. They have to. I'm not even famous, and I know how stupid people are. People are dumb. There's a lot of fucking people running around with old Trisomy 21. Trisomy 21. I don't know how you say it. But they should have kept it hidden. They should have kept it under wraps. Like, I pulled up his Instagram there to find that story. What do you know? One of his pinned posts is a fucking photograph session where they're holding the ultrasound cards and telling everybody that they're having a baby. You don't know what's about to happen. You don't know what the next 6 months is about to look like. So don't tell anybody. You know? Everybody got pissed off at Drake because he didn't tell the world that he had a son. Why? None of your business, you know? It's his kid. It's their kid. They shouldn't feel an obligation to tell everybody on YouTube or on social media that they're having a baby. So, you know, they kind of brought all this hate upon themselves because, you know, you gotta look at things from multiple different perspectives, you know? It's like, hey, how about before we put up another vlog, we just hold the fuck up, you know? Like, I mean, this guy's got 623,000 followers on Instagram. So I would say that he's making good money, right? Like, he's probably making good enough money to where he could just, I don't know, not do YouTube for like 6 months. And then at the end of that 6 months, be like, hey guys, sorry, I took a very fucking long break. I know. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube video. Sorry for the break. We're pregnant. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to get an ultrasound because me and my wife, we're pregnant. You know? Just wait. Why are you out here telling everybody? These people are not your family. They're not your fucking friends. I can promise you that. And you're finding that out right now. As we speak, all these people that you think are your friends, that, you know, they're your followers, so they've got to be your friends, right? They comment on every video how much they love the videos. They're my friends. They'll be understanding. No! They hate you. They hate you. Either way, again, they made the right decision, because you can't willingly just, I'm sorry, I really am. You can't just willingly have a child with Down syndrome. You gotta just let it go. You know? It's just a bad draw. They made the right decision. And people are so pissed, dude. And I bet that like 90% of the people that are pissed off about this don't even have kids. So they have no understanding of any of this. As am I. I don't have any kids, right? So it's like, I don't understand. But I can tell you, I think that not having a child means that if you're pissed off, your opinion's just invalid. Now, if you agree with them and you don't have a child, such as me, that's fine. I can give them my opinion all day because I agree with them. If you don't agree with them and you don't have a child, you shouldn't be allowed to say anything, you know? But we live in a day and age with the internet, this wonderful thing called the internet, and people can just say whatever the hell they want, and it's okay. No repercussions. You know? See, like, he should have just, like I said, kept all this shit under wraps, you know? Come back the next week on YouTube. What's up, YouTube? We're not having a baby. Sorry. Everybody's like, why are you not having a baby? I don't know. Back to the content. And then before you know it, he's playing video games and vlogging again. And it's, everybody's just like, what the fuck happened? And he's like, playing Minecraft. I don't know what this guy does, man. I don't know. Creator of Psycho series, My Virtual Escape and the Devil Inside. Keep it rigid. Don't dream about me out now. So is he a writer? Oh no, he makes like I mean, this guy like makes like movies. He's like an aspiring actor and director, I think. Let's find out. Jesse Ridgeway, better known his online alias McJugger Nuggets, that's a horrible name, by the way, is an American YouTube actor, writer, and director. He's best known for creating immersive cinematic web series on YouTube, most notably the viral Psycho series, where he and his family blurred the lines between reality and fiction. So yeah, he makes almost like short form movies. That's actually pretty cool, you know? That just makes me like the guy even more. But yeah, man. I mean, what do you want them to do? You know, like Dollar General can only sustain so many employees. I know they've got millions upon billions upon trillions of stores throughout the United States, but they can only sustain so many workers. Next time you're in Dollar General, I want you to look around. Every single person working in that store, Trisomy 21, Trisomy 21, they've all got it. It's like COVID at Dollar General. Everybody's got it. They're all giving it to each other. And if you stay in there long enough, you're going to get it. Good night.